I'm sitting just inside of Yankee Girl Gold Mine in Colorado. This gold mine was extremely active in the late 1800s and early 1900s, and it produced amazing amounts of gold and silver. And you may wonder why I'm inside of an old gold mine to talk to you guys about relationships. Well, I was thinking about the gold miners and the owner of the mine, and all of them were full of expectations. Tons and tons and tons of expectations. And I thought about the role of expectation in our relationships and how setting unhealthy expectations or not communicating expectations can hurt our relationships. So if we haven't met before, my name's Alex Franks, and I simply want to talk about a couple of the concerns with expectations and how they can harm relationships. One of the most dangerous things we can do about with expectations, and I'm not talking about common expectations like be respectful, help around the house, be kind to others. Those aren't the expectations I'm talking about. I'm talking about the bigger expectations, or more specifically, the unsaid expectations that harm relationships. The first way that I see that expectations can hurt our relationships is we often think that our partner should know what we need or what we want. That sets us up for a major failing, because the minute our partner doesn't meet that expectation, even though we might not have said it, then we are frustrated. And when you pile one frustration on top of another frustration, what you end up with is anger. Anger comes out in unhealthy coping mechanisms and unhealthy ways of dealing with the things that cause us concern. It's often why I hear couples talk about high levels of frustration, anger, no one ever being happy in the home. And when I boil it down with them, it often comes from these unsaid expectations. I'll give you a perfect example of this. I love using the example of a dishwasher. It's, let's say, husband's been working in his office all day at home, his home office, and his wife actually went to work for the day. And she thought, while she was at work, hey, since my husband's at home today, when I get home, the kitchen will be clean, the dishwasher will be emptied, and the house will be vacuumed. Well, when she gets home, maybe there's a little mess on the counters, maybe the house is vacuumed, but the dishwasher's still completely full, and there's a couple of dishes in the sink. Immediately she's frustrated, wondering why he didn't do something as simple as empty a dishwasher. And she missed all the other things, and the big thing she really missed was she went to work, went all day, never texted, never called, never communicated that she would like the dishwasher emptied. But then she's angry or frustrated over something that she never even said. And so now her partner is feeling heat from her, except he had no idea that that was what she expected. We've got to communicate our expectations. We may have been with the same person for 30 years. We still need to communicate. We still need to share the things we expect, even the simple things. I think it's great when a couple can even communicate something as simple as, I need a hug. Instead of somebody being upset that my partner never hugs me, why not just say what we need? Our subconscious is still going to understand that we got a hug, and we're probably going to end up being much happier in the long run. Our partners are not mind readers. So let's make sure that we're not putting them in an expectation zone where the only way they meet your need is to read your mind. You may think somebody should know something after many, many years, or it's clearly evident. Well, sometimes it's not. And is it really worth being frustrated, or should we just say it and then we get our needs met? The second expectation that I think really gets couples into a bind is often an expectation about children, how you discipline children, the bedtime routine, the chore routine. And I think this also couples with that first thing of communication. But sometimes we have to understand that both partners are going to maybe do something a little different, and that's not exactly the end of the world. Just because one partner might read bedtime stories to a child before bed doesn't mean that the other partner that goes in, sits on the side of the bed, and just talks for 2 or 3 minutes isn't also doing a routine. We can't expect each partner to be exactly the same. The problem is, especially when it comes to parenting, we think we're going to be exactly alike all the time. Well, all the time doesn't happen, and exactly alike will never happen. My wife and I were blessed to raise 2 beautiful daughters, and we've been involved in multiple grandchildren's lives. And even though my wife and I have parented our own children and seen grandchildren grow, we still are not at the place where we see eye to eye on our grandchildren, on issues with our children. That doesn't mean either one of us is wrong, either one of us is bad, but we don't expect each other to exactly agree all the time. When you know up front that you're not going to always see things the same, it changes what you expect. And especially when it comes to raising children, maybe the greatest gift you can give is to go, I expect my partner to be my partner, and my partner expects me to be me. Instead of we have to be the same. Because we both bring unique things to the table. I think that's also a good lesson for couples. Both of you bring amazing things to this partnership, to this relationship. It's what created a great friendship. And I think if we be careful with our expectations and communicate them clearly, we're probably going to be better friends, which makes us better partners, which makes us better together. If you found this content useful in some way, please like, comment, subscribe. Remember, we're here to serve others, care deeply, love our people. And if you've got a question, why not ask?